Okay, for the next thing that we're going to look at is when you find a section of the audio to where there's maybe a mistake that was made and you just want it to sound a lot more fluid. So in this example, I'll let you listen to this. I'm going to go ahead and click play here.
To the amazement of his co-worker.
So he said to the amazement of his, and so you wanted to kind of take that out. But this is an example that's not going to be perfect, which might actually work out well. That way you don't feel like, I can't get it perfect. I shouldn't do this. No, go ahead and do the best you can. A lot of examples that I've had in the past, I've got it sounding like you just never could tell anything was done. But it's still going to sound better. So let's see here.
To the amazement of his
Okay. So I'm going to take to the amazement of
his,
and I'm going to zoom in.
Of his
I think right there it says start saying of
his
Okay. And this is where it starts to say of. If we were to zoom out, you would see this. That's where it's being corrected right here. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I'm going to zoom in, highlight that. And again, this is not going to sound perfect. I've already looked at this, but I'm going to go ahead and just highlight this section. I'm going to delete it and listen to it again.
To the amazement of his coworker.
To the amazement of his coworker is now what it sounds like, instead of it taking longer to get through that sentence. So I went ahead and took my earbuds out so you could hear that a little bit better. I noticed when I used my earbuds earlier that the volume on the program was a lot lower. So that's what I pretty much wanted to show you. There are times where you may need to do a punch paste. There are times that you run into something that needs to be deleted altogether. So you can delete things and try to put sentences back together. Sometimes that takes a little bit of practice, but I would encourage you to do that when you find those places that can be trimmed out. And anyway, that's just one example. There are other times you can do it in a way where it sounds flawless, and then there's ways like this here where you can still sound hear a little bit of a glitch, but it still sounds a lot better.